in your textbook, once you log in, go to Student Handbook and then click Go. And you'll see that there's extra practice, which is just a short review from each chapter, and then application practice, which is some problem solving work from each chapter. So let's go ahead and look at the skills practice. These are more basic. You'll see there's just a few questions from each section of the chapters. Now, it's hard to read unless you enlarge your page. There isn't an enlarged book page that I can get in print for you on this one. But you can click through there, and if you have a better view of this, then go ahead and you can work on those as a good review or just look through them. A little bit more interesting is the ones where there's some application practice. So let's see, that starts on, let's see what page. S15 is still skills practice. And it'll go all the way through to for each chapter. I'm trying to get to where they had the problem solving ones, but these are all skills practice still, which are the more basic problems. But a very good review if you want to review what we learned this year. And then at S28, that's where the application practice starts. These are word problems. These are a little bit more interesting problems that you could work out and see how you do on those. And there's some problems for each chapter. I think it's one page for each chapter. And again, it's hard to view the way I have my screen sized right now, but there is not an enlarged book page, so you'll have to try to get your browser to show this up a little bit better if you want to work on this. There's also a problem-solving handbook, which is fun. And this one has some steps to do to solve a problem and then some practice problems. And there's some other things at the back of your books too. There's a whole section that just has the postulates, theorems that we learned about this year, sorted by chapter. So that's a nice review. The constructions is something I really like to look at. That is using a compass and a straight edge, and it goes through the page numbers where we learned those. We didn't do a lot of them because we were online and it's hard to work with those online. And then there are also just a few other things. Let's see if there's any other things for student resources. Oh, the additional topics. So if you go to additional topics on this window, or this drop-down menu, there's different topics that we did not get to this year. Go to book pages. And these are some additional geometry topics that you might want to look through just to satisfy your own curiosity. So they're more complex, a little bit more difficult, and more advanced. But they're fun. I think they're fun, a lot of them. So you can look through here and find some different things that we didn't have time to talk about and use those as you want for a review or for extra practice or to get a little bit of ahead or to maybe think about math for your future. Maybe these would come in handy. Thanks a lot and have a wonderful summer. If you want to have access to the book over the summer to try some of these things, just send me an email and I'll keep you logged into the textbook over the summer so you can keep working and keep your brain sharp. Thanks a lot and have a great summer.